Okay, overnight, and let's see how the rust removal went. I mean, it's not great, but it's there. It's this didn't work well, huh? And that's evaporust. I wonder why. Maybe adjusting the evaporust to pH 8 is not a good idea, right? Maybe you have to keep it at pH 6. It's possible. Huh. See the other side. Yeah, it looks like stayed where it is. Evaporust did not work on the rust migration removal, you guys. Huh. That is something. All right, I guess we'll have to figure it out, and let me think about it. I'll get back to you in a second. All right, so I went and I did a few things and came back, and I think what I'm gonna do for the other wraps is just place evaporust with the paper towel method, and I'll do this at the regular pH of the evaporust, and this way it doesn't change pHs, and if it does take care of these, right, then I'll be satisfied it is the pH. If it doesn't, then this is probably a different kind of ferric oxide that evaporust is not removing, right? So we'll see, right? We'll give it a try. All right, let me see. So I'll go ahead and deacidify one of the wraps and do the old method of derusting the wrap, right? And let's see if that works. For the remaining baths, I'm gonna do calcium hydroxide baths, 1 part calcium hydroxide to 4 parts water. All right, so this wrap is deacidified now, and again, we're gonna be applying evaporust to the rust migration areas, and this is the evaporust that is not with a pH adjusted, right? Just pH 6 evaporust straight from the bottle. Let's see what happens. We use our old method of brushing the area with evaporust like this, and placing a piece of paper towel on the top. It's too big probably. Yeah, let's do this much, right? Another piece goes here. Then we brush these pieces with evaporust again. We'll turn this over and repeat on the other side. The turning over here is easier than having agar gels. With agar gels, you gotta place a plexiglass on the top before you turn it over so the agar gels don't fall off. But this wrap has been brought up to pH 8, and now we're treating it with Vaporust, same way we used to do in the old days, right? Piece here, small piece here. Brush them. And we'll let this sit overnight and see what happens, right? So if this doesn't come off, that means we're dealing here with ferric oxide to the red stuff, right? That doesn't come off with Vaporust. And that would be a shame. But in either case, I will have to excise this and leaf cast it or spot cast it if it doesn't come off. All right. So see you guys in a few hours. So here we are, almost at the end of the day, 14 hours later, and looks like the Vaporust didn't remove the rust migration, right? Yeah, looks like a bust. Yeah, so that does mean that it's not the pH of the agar gels. It's rather the type of ferric oxide produced that is not reacting to Vaporust. So typically the black rust does react, and this is black, but could be some other type, right? So it could be iron oxides 2, hematite, and that is not getting removed essentially from the paper, which is quite unfortunate, I think, right? All right, so what else can I do? Well, I'm gonna have to excise this entirely, right? And fill in with pulp, do a furnish that is similar in color to the paper and do that, right? So it has to be done on all wraps, looks like. And something I've done before, and I can show how to do one on camera, and the others will be done the same way. That's a shame. Oh well. Not much I can do about this. And same thing for the other side, right? Nothing got removed. Right. Yeah, so these must be the red oxides, right? The hematite. Hematite is ferric Fe2O3, ferric oxide, right? And the way we're going to deal with this again is to excise these and cover them with furnish. All right, so we're going to be removing all the iron oxides. And it's easier when the paper is wet. You can just scrape it off pretty much. It's coming off very, very easily. It looks like it's all red rust, right? And anything that is rust related, the leaf casting won't stick to. So you have to get rid of all the rust. Here we go. Easy peasy, right? And we're going to do the same thing for the top one. This is a more substantial red stain, right? And clearly, once we do the spot casting, the staple holes need to be recreated. It looks like it's all red rust. That's why evaporust wasn't working against it, you know. Good. Turn it around a little bit this way so I can see what I'm doing. It's often filming things and doing the angle doesn't work well, you know, for proper conservation. So you gotta excuse myself and do it this way. Look at that. Came off on its own. It doesn't want to stay. Look at that. It was ready to fall. And make sure you get rid of all that surrounding rust. So we'll turn it around now and do the other side. The other side should be pretty symmetric with this side, but there may be some non-overlapped area for the rust that you need to remove. And we're going to do the leaf casting on the back side, so on this other side that I need to flip it back again once I start with the leaf casting. This here looks like we need to remove some of these outlying rusty area, red rusted area. So looks good now.